welcome in, you guys. We are on Diddy Watch, you guys, here at the lounge. Y'all, Diddy is at his bail hearing. Y'all, we are gonna be going and watching, seeing what's going on. Y'all, we are gonna go live and do the Diddy Watch. Y'all, we are in tune with law and crime, you guys. They are getting all of the info, you guys. So we are gonna tune in to them and see what is going on. Y'all, they said, hey, Golden Aries Oki, welcome in. They said that Diddy was blowing kisses to his family members, you guys, when he walked in the court. Y'all, let's get into it. Let's see what is going on, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday, happy TGIF, y'all. We are going to get right on into it, y'all. We are going to get right into it, you guys. So, let's get adjusted and get with it, you guys. We are gonna see what is going on. Welcome in, you guys. Let's get into it. Let me turn the camera. Let's get into it, y'all.
Niffalo says, I have a whole presentation ready about the tape, but if you've got enough, I can save everyone 15 minutes. The judge says, I have reviewed it. Who is here from pretrial services? Pretrial services comes forward and says, we maintain conditions are insufficient. The judge says, have there been other cases with private guards? Pretrial services says, not that I'm aware. What do you think, Brian?
Happens all the time. Pretrial services, they do a great job, but, they're a government entity. And in a case like this, the default position always for pretrial is going to be detained. It's easier for them to do that. This judge knows that. One of the other things that came to mind while I was listening to Radford was, I wonder if the government didn't do themselves a disservice by this untimely search of the cell.
Yeah.
Where they shook his cell down, they allegedly looked at privileged materials. That's a no-no. And I don't think this judge was all too pleased with it. And I think he started doing the math in this case and started thinking to himself, it may be easier for everybody, including the government and the prison officials, if we let this guy pay a lot of money for a private security firm to keep him from fleeing, and we'll get this.
You guys, they are saying Diddy's trying to get a private firm to handle him while he allegedly is trying to be on bail. Y'all, this is not going to happen. I don't forever in a day think that this judge is going to allow him to get bail today. But that is my opinion, you guys. That is my opinion. Welcome in, Justin. Welcome in, Golden Aries. Yo, welcome in. Smash the like button. We are on Diddy Watch here at the lounge. We are going with law and crime and following their live, you guys. And we are going and checking out and seeing what's going on with this bail hearing with Diddy. So y'all, let's continue.
Private security. One of them is an NBA young boy who had a case in Louisiana. He had private security as part of his bail package in Utah. Kodak, who I represented, he had private security as part of his bail package. It's happened many times. And I think the number one takeaway that Brian is so right on is that this searching of his jail cell was so very stupid by the government, and they just can't help themselves. Like it's really sometimes, they can't help themselves. Even when they have cases that they feel are good, they want more.
Just to be fair, they said this sweep of the MDC was it was comprehensive. It wasn't just aimed at.
Now, you guys, this at the MDC, y'all, they're saying that jail cell, them checking the jail cells, that was already a scheduled thing. Y'all, if you guys don't know, the jail, I'm sorry, the inspection for the jail cell, it was already planned. But y'all, let's continue. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in.
Phones and drugs and things of that nature. I find that very hard to believe, and it just is shocking sometimes when you look at the government when they have so much power. They have so many assets that they can use to obtain guilty verdicts, and they want more. They always want more. And in this case, I think this bit them in the behind. I think that the only reason this judge is being so not, I don't want to say he's being so reasonable. The only reason that this judge has considered some of these arguments, I think, and they're not falling on deaf ears, is partly because of the prosecution's dream that this was just, this was something that was going to happen, and we didn't mean to get his notes. And even though we had his notes, we had a team, we put up a Chinese wall. They have every excuse in the book, but once you taint a case with something like that, it's very hard to regain a judge's trust. And I think that's why a lot of these questions are being asked of the prosecution. And in addition to this guy,
Amber walked in really concerned.
Y'all,
about
that's a
Diddy just
commercial.
hitting the
Let's skip the commercial. Y'all, Diddy is getting in court right now trying to get a bail. We're gonna see. We are on Diddy Watch. We're seeing what's gonna happen, you guys. Let's continue.
participant in multiple freak-offs. Defendant continued to contact witness one after counsel was retained. The Instagram post was planned for a week using Contact Me ASAP and other inmates' codes. Really, really interesting there about that, basically suggesting that Sean Combs is engaging in obstruction. I wanted to ask you, we have a question from one of our viewers that I think is fascinating. And Brian, I'll throw it to you. Are there any additional bail conditions the judge could impose on Sean Combs? Could the judge place Sean Combs under the supervision of the Federal Probation Office?
I have never seen that being done. I mean, anything that the probation office could do would pale in comparison to what the defense has already submitted. You put somebody on a bracelet. I mean,
Hey, you guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Kaz Marie, Jay Sean, welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Justin, welcome. Stephen Lawson, welcome. Golden Aries, everybody that's in here, welcome. Smash the like button, y'all. We are live here with Law and Crime. We are on Diddy Watch, y'all. We are trying to see what the bail hearing is going to entail. Y'all, let's continue. Let's continue.
seems to be relying on here is his efforts to really defend himself. He is looking for help. He is looking to try to line up witnesses, to marshal a defense, to reach out to allies, to get friends and family to get on social media so he can start not winning the battle, but just try and making the landscape a little bit easier and more even. And so I don't know what this judge is going to do. But I would tell you, constitutionally and legally, the easy thing to do would be to allow this bail package to be put in place. And the worst thing that could happen for the defendant would be if he spit in the face of the court once the court gave this to him.
Yeah. And by the way, that
Y'all, hey Jazzy, welcome in. Jazzy, welcome. Yes, Jazzy, we are on Diddy Watch. Jazzy, we is on Diddy Watch. Y'all, if y'all don't know, y'all, Diddy is in his bail hearing right now. We are with Law and Crime live as it's going down right now, you guys. We are trying to see what's going on. Hey, D. Coleman Jr. Yes, this is crazy. Hey, Farmer, welcome in. Y'all, this is crazy. I don't believe that they are going to give him anything. Hey, Pam Sutton, welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, smash the like button. We are on Diddy Watch here at the lounge, y'all. We are seeing this as it's going down. Y'all, let me turn the camera so we can continue. We're going to see what's going on, y'all. Let's get it.
the judge said, Ms. Shapiro said sharing codes is common with other inmates, and the conduct was covered by the First Amendment. The prosecutor says, the Bureau of Prisons handbook prohibits this. So it becomes a question, the content of what he was doing, Bradford, versus did he just straight up break the rules? And if he just straight up broke the rules, is that a concern for why he shouldn't be granted bail?
So the rules that he broke are broken on the daily basis. Like it's so idiotic when they just overshoot every time and say like, oh, it's three-way calling. He broke the rules. I don't even know how many times. I'm sure Brian has been through the same thing. I don't know how many times our clients call us with three-way calls and using someone else's PIN. And it's not that they want to discuss anything. It's all attorney-client privilege when they call us, unless it's a three-way call and there's someone else on the line, then it's not. And I always let my clients know that. But a lot of times they'll use other people's pins for different reasons. Like even when they call me from a different pin, it's because they feel like the government's still spying on a discussion between them and their lawyer. And they could be right. It's not like they're wrong. And a lot of times, or they want to call, they're married and they want to call their girlfriend. So instead they use, one of the other guy's PIN numbers. It's so commonly done.
Okay, you guys, this guy, I understand. I believe what he's saying. People are gonna make three-way calls from jail, right? But y'all, Diddy is a mogul. He is a billionaire. Y'all, he is using all kind of people's other inmates' accounts to make these phone calls. Okay, true indeed, they do three-way calling this, that, and the third. But y'all, Diddy was doing it for another reason. Y'all, they said he was reaching out, trying to get to these other like victims or other witnesses to get like a narrative going to try for him to be looking good while he goes to his court hearing, I believe on May 5th. But you guys, let's continue because y'all, it is going down, y'all. It is going down. But y'all, let's turn back the camera and let's see what they say.
That is a very minor violation of the jail rules, and I don't think that shows that he's going to flagrantly do things if he's let out. I just don't think that's a good argument.
Well, here's the question. This is a question from Jasmine Milan on YouTube. I'll throw it to you, Brian. Couldn't he just have his family members do all the things that he isn't allowed to do? That would be the question in terms of if he's out.
He's out. Yeah, I mean, I think we end up chasing our tails with some of the issues here. I mean, if he's out, he's going to do everything he can to defend himself. If he's in, he's going to do everything he can to defend himself. If he's in, he's got to jump through all these hoops to have contact with the people that are going to do everything they can for him to defend himself. Remove the hoops. Perhaps Rick's got it right. I think I got 4 three-way calls during this session. For God's sake, it's happening. There were probably 20 of them from this detention center while this was happening. It happens every day, and it goes back to that central thing that I keep thinking. This judge seems like a really brilliant guy. The headaches here are all driven by the fact that they've taken away his liberty before his trial. Right. All those headaches, every single one of them, put aside for the sake of argument the government's concern about threat, every one of those headaches that inure to the defendant in terms of constitutional protections go away.
Yeah.
All of the headaches for the court in policing this go away. They become somebody else's problem, and know well that if there's one issue, somebody goes sideways a little bit, somebody makes a phone call somewhere,
right,
he's detained within 5 minutes of that incident. So
right.
The easy thing to do here, and I've been kind of saying this for a month, is to let a guy have a $50 million bail package.
I'm going to give.
Now, I do not agree with him, y'all. I don't agree with him not 1 second. The reason why, because Diddy is a violent person. He is allegedly, he's a violent person according to that videotape with Cassie, with Diddy, doing that, what he did in that hotel. Y'all, Diddy is a dangerous person. Not only that, he is a flight risk too. So, y'all, Diddy does not need to be in them streets, especially around the holidays. Y'all, people are gonna be uncomfortable. Y'all, they gonna get mad because if they do release him, they're gonna be mad at the judge, mad at the feds. I would too. I want to be in my city and if I was in New York, being able to walk the streets and feel safe, because if they let Diddy out, ain't no telling what's gonna go on, y'all. He already had the key to the city and had to give it back. But y'all, let's continue.
Civil lawsuits have some relationship to the charges here. To the extent they do, they become indefensible. There'll be a conviction. That conviction will be part and parcel of the evidence in the civil case. He'd have to be deposed. If he was deposed while his case is on appeal, he'd have to assert the Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment is an admission in a civil case. Those cases, if they are related to this event and he is convicted, become indefensible.
All right, we have another other update. Prosecutor says this is more similar to the cases where detention was ordered, talking about R. Kelly, Keith Raniere, Larry Ray. Bradford, if you're sitting in that courtroom and you're representing Sean Combs, and the prosecution mentions these other people, R. Kelly was charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. How do you distinguish Sean Combs from those cases?
Well, the funny thing is, and it's not that funny, is that the different areas have different issues with bond and how bond packages are done. In the R. Kelly case, I don't think, number one is they came up with $50 million. They didn't have 24-hour security. They didn't have electronic monitor, taking away his cell phones, his computers, etc. They didn't have any of that. So if you want to compare apples to apples, I think, and my opinion, is that the best case scenario is that Abercrombie & Fitch CEO. I keep going back to it. It happened very soon in time. It was in an area that is right next to New York City, which is the Eastern District. He was allowed to surrender. He was given a $10 million bond. The guy still, nobody even knows. If I was in a room with the CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, I wouldn't know him from anyone, right? If I'm in a room with Sean Combs, I'm going to recognize him right away. So it's a little bit of a different situation. The CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch can disappear to Morocco. No one's going to recognize the guy.
Have you seen his face? He's got quite a distinguished.
Y'all, that Abercrombie and Fitch ex-CEO he looks like a whole monster. He looked like he played in the Monsters, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying he looks scary as all get out. But what he is saying, that is true. If Abercrombie and Fitch Abercrombie and Fitch CEO, if he does go off to somewhere, Morocco, Algeria, or wherever, they're not gonna really recognize him. But if it's Diddy trying to get away, everybody knows Diddy. But y'all, fair is fair. Abercrombie and Fitch, the ex-CEO, he did the same thing as Diddy, not as on the higher end, but he did almost at the high end. But y'all, he should be locked up too. He should not be out on bail. I'm just saying, that's my opinion. Wrong is wrong all day long, no matter how you slice it, dice it, chop it up. He committed a crime. He should be up in that MDC with Diddy. I don't agree with him being able to even make bond and bail because it's not fair. But y'all, let's listen in. Let's continue.
Bond package is completely different than what was being offered in those other cases. And the fact, I can't get beyond the fact that he just stuck around. He didn't go anywhere. Not that he could have. I'm sure the feds had their eyes on him.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller, and I've been a full-time.
Uh-oh, let's wait for this commercial, y'all. Let's skip this commercial and get back with it.
Where he informed them of where he was flying, when he was flying, where he was going, when he was going, during that whole period of time. And then when he knows that he's going to be arrested, he flies to New York in preparation. And instead of allowing him to surrender, like they would allow anyone, I mean, he's there to surrender. Instead of allowing him to surrender, which a judge would have looked upon that favorably and said, oh, he surrendered himself, they go to his hotel and they pick him up at 9 o'clock at night. It was a real, to me, spit in the face. And I think the reason they did that is because they knew that Sean Combs was trying to organize this PR thing and was trying to put on a good show in terms of, hey, listen, mea culpa, I didn't mean anything on this video, and I'm going to rehab, and all these things that are good for his case. They got, I think, frustrated that the perception was starting to sway a little bit. And then that Cassie tape came out and perception kind of went down the toilet, because once you see it on video, it's very difficult to then, you see all your friends kind of abandon you. So, it just frustrates me when you got a guy that is willing to do all these things and you still, don't want to agree to a bond.
So I know we've been keeping you guys for a while. We're going to take a break. Before we do, I want to get some final thoughts, but I want to give you some updates from court. And Brian, I'll start with you on this. The judge just said, I suggest both parties put in letters by Monday at noon about what type of communications Mr. Combs may engage in. Monday at noon. So that's interesting to think about. What is he mean? He's going to be out or he's not going to be out? But his lawyer, Combs' lawyer, Tony Rico, said, we have to email for a week to get him a file folder. Then he said his adult children are willing to obey. He's not a lawless person. We spent hours at the NDC. Mr. Combs was writing down what I said. He's not out of control. DOJ is responsible for the MDC. Those phone calls from me all the time, and I hang up. Just your thoughts on what we're hearing here.
I go back to it. I think this judge is really giving serious consideration to allowing him out and trying to figure out a way to do so where the government's concerns are alleviated, to stop communications, to prevent the wrong kind of communications. A lot of the listeners that have asked.
Y'all, if I think that possibly so, it sounds like the judge may be on a little point, maybe possibly letting him go. But y'all, they are not gonna let. I don't believe that, and I may be wrong, you guys. I don't believe that they are gonna allow Diddy to get out. They are probably giving him some hope, and then wondering what kind of conversations he's gonna engage in. Y'all, they are just look, I don't believe it for 1 second, but y'all, let's continue to see what they're saying.
Attorney says he has access to cell phones in the NBC, but not under our conditions. He fights, he kicks, he makes phone calls. This can be addressed. Thank you. Judge says we're going to get a decision out prompt next week. Right.
Yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do. Listen, smart judges don't just make decisions off cuff, right? They go back to their chambers. They think about it. They have very, very smart clerks that know the law, that give them case law to back up their reasoning. And judges sometimes have gut feelings when they've been on the bench for a long time, and lawyers too. We've been doing this for a long time, and you have a gut feeling what's right and wrong, and then you got to find the case that tells you that you're right. So I think that it's smart. I think that smart judges put out smart orders because they know when they may be appealed, or they know it's going to be publicly read, and that's just what they do. So I'm not shocked that he didn't make a ruling from the bench. Just as Brian said very early on, he wouldn't be surprised either that the judge is going to take some time and do a written order, because that's what good judges do. Good judges do written orders. They don't shoot from the hip, and they don't automatically say one thing or the other. They think about it. They sleep on it. And I don't know how many times I've been in a case where I'm feeling like, oh man, this judge I feel like they're ruling against me. And they say, hey, listen, I'm going to get a written order out, by the end of the week. And then they go back, they read the case law again, they find new case law, they find, all kinds of different things, and then they rule in my favor for maybe for a completely different reason than was even discussed at that hearing. But that's what really differentiates great judges from just guys that are, that have been on the bench for maybe 30 or 40 years.
Okay, you guys, I can understand what he is saying, right? But at the same time, y'all, Diddy is a menace to society. He's been running amok over 30 years, y'all. I don't believe this judge is letting him out. He's probably just asking him questions, probably to give Diddy hope. But really and truly, y'all, I don't believe that this judge is gonna allow Diddy to get out, because he already knows Diddy is a flight risk, for one. And for two, Diddy's boys is out in them streets already cutting up and acting crazy. For him to get out and all three of them, four of them act crazy, Diddy and his sons, y'all, I don't believe for 1 minute that this judge is going to allow. Maybe possibly an inklet trying to ask certain questions. The judge is seeing maybe what Diddy's lawyer, Mr. Agnifilio, is going to say to those questions. But y'all, I don't believe that the judge is not gonna let him out. But y'all, let's go. Let's see what they say, y'all. Let's continue.
I have long admired Brian's work, and it's always great to be on with individuals that have been in the trenches, that have actually tried cases, that have been doing this for a long time, because warriors generally think alike, and it's always good to be on with someone like Brian.
That's a high compliment coming from you, my friend.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. We're going to take a quick break. Elizabeth Milner is coming out of that courtroom. She's going to give us a live update about what she observed of Sean Combs, his family, his attorneys, give us insight into that courtroom. Stay with us here on Law and Crime. We'll be right back right after this.
So y'all, we're gonna wait and see what this I guess lady is gonna say. But y'all, I don't think for 1 second, maybe I don't know. It had me thinking maybe for an inkling of a second that they were gonna let him out because of the questions. Like they were like saying what was the little questions that they had for him, y'all. But I really, truly, y'all, I don't think. This is my opinion now. I don't think that they are going to let him out. They are just asking questions because look at it like this, you guys. Let me put my device up. If okay, let me just say this, right? If Diddy gets out and he is intimidating witnesses, just say he's doing the most, right? They're going to go back to that court paperwork and those documents and say, hey, what were you doing? Were you, harassing victims? But when they ask, who is he going to be in contact with? What is he going to be? What are the conversations he's going to talk about? They'll go back and say, well, Diddy was not supposed to contact witnesses. Diddy wasn't supposed to do X, Y, and Z, just to have it on record and on file so they can cover their self, the feds, right? So if anybody gets hurt, anything happens, they can reflect and say, Diddy, you weren't supposed to be using no phone. Diddy, you weren't supposed to be calling this person. You weren't supposed to be calling that person. You were supposed to be on house arrest. You weren't supposed to do this. You weren't supposed to be doing that, right? That's what I'm thinking that this is about. But y'all, I really think that Diddy is not getting out. They are just asking these questions just for GP because they don't want situations to happen that they already know that possibly could happen, but using that as a safe haven to say, hey, we asked him who was he going to talk to? What was he going to be doing? He's supposed to be on house arrest. So if he's doing other than what those questions, were being asked, then they can say he violated. Like you're supposed to be at home, but you out having a freak off. Oh, that's a whole violation. They're trying to cover their butts. But like I said, I really don't think you guys for any moment, for any inkling of a moment that this judge is gonna allow Diddy to get out. I don't think, just in my heart of hearts, I don't think because Diddy is a real, he is a danger. He is a menace to society, y'all. Y'all already know he has his goons. His sons is acting among, they acting crazy in them streets, y'all. And they're not gonna allow Diddy to get out and add to this horrible things that his sons are already doing. Y'all, his sons were trying to roll up on Ray J. They were trying to do just all kind of stuff, y'all. They're not gonna allow Diddy to get out. I don't think so. I don't think so. They blocked it. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy, you guys. I don't know. But what I'm saying is I don't think that they're gonna let him out. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. But y'all, let's continue to, we're gonna be on Diddy Watch. We are going to be on Diddy Watch, you guys, because Diddy is, I don't think he's gonna I don't think that he's going to I don't think that he's going to get out. That's just my opinion though, you guys. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Diddy's going to get out, y'all? What is y'all's opinions? Activist for you says I don't think he's getting out either. I don't think so either, activist for you. What about D. Coleman Jr.? Says it has nothing to do with race. Epstein was white and he is in jail. D. Coleman, facts, absolutely. William Armstrong says Daryl, it's not because he's black, it's because he's guilty. Facts, William, absolutely. Pam says, then to the elevator. Pam, the elevators is not going up all the way to the top. I don't think, with Diddy's lawyers and all of them, I'm telling you, Mr. Agnifilio is probably giving him crazy answers too. The judge is probably asking questions. Mr. Agnifilio is probably throwing all kinds, look, talking, like I said, out the side of his neck like he always does, right? Like he always does. Daryl Hinton said, is it because he's black? Look, Diddy did what he did, but my thing is Diddy does not need to be out. Jazzy said, I'm curious as to what the judge would do because the last two judges denied it. Yes, the last two judges denied it, but wasn't the same judge that denied it last time, Jazzy? I believe so. Um, activist for you says he's gonna throw a fit. D. Coleman Jr. says, True, true, Jazzy. Daryl says Abercrombie and Fitch CEO as has the same as as those charges. Why did he get exactly? They are saying from what I was just watching that right here with you guys here, they're saying that because he's probably not like somebody who is a very known person, that's probably why they gave him bail. But I don't care what color he is, y'all. He broke the law just like Diddy did. He broke the law just like Diddy did. So y'all, he should be held in, in the jail in the MDC too. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't care what nobody says. It's not fair. It's not fair. Pam said, okay, no, Fort Lauderdale D says, what free R. Kelly. Okay, so Pam says, okay, let me see. Um, Pam says, laughing out loud, so out of context. Never mind. Diddy's guilty of being a. But yes, Pam, absolutely. You are so right. Jazzy says, I'm not sure the lounge, probably so. Yeah, we're gonna see. For real life says, so what is the judge if one judge denies his bail just gets to another one? I don't know for real life. I'm not sure. Activist for you said he is not going anywhere. I don't think so either. Pam Sun says CEOs shouldn't be allowed out. All these kid chasers need jail. Yes, facts. Yes. Hey Harold, welcome in. He says, "Hey y'all, I'm going to Paris Island soon for Marine Corps boot camp." Okay, Harold, we wish you the best of luck, honey bunny. But you guys, Diddy is in court right now. They are trying to see what's going on. There is we're doing following up with Law and Crime. Y'all, they are reporting live. They are trying to see what's going on. The judge asked a question and said that they told them that they need to file paperwork, I think, by Monday. So is this going to continue until another hearing for Monday, y'all? We got to see, y'all. We got to see. But one thing I know for sure, the Abercrombie and Fitch guy, CEO, ex-CEO, y'all, he needs to be locked up. I'm sorry. He needs to be locked up. Diddy's locked up. He needs to be locked up too. R. Kelly was locked up. Bill Cosby was locked up. Lock them up. Lock them up. John, let me see. Daryl Hinton says it's white and black thing. Trust me. John Ohm says Diddy's parties are known and the inmates will handle him appropriately. In the end, the inmates will handle him. Probably so, John, because you know what? When he gets probably to the prison, because right now he's only in the jail. He's only in the jail waiting for his trial to come and see what the fate of his um his court case is gonna come about. Y'all, then there he goes to the big, the federal penitentiary, the federal jail. That's when they probably will, y'all. They probably will be all up on him. They probably will look not let him, especially with those minors, y'all. Y'all know they say, when people are in prison, they don't play about the minors, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I've never been there before, but I'm just saying it's a known fact that a lot of people in jail and prison, they do not care for people who committed crimes against the babies. So, y'all, is he gonna have a hard time, a hard way to go? I don't know. I don't know. Carmelina says lock them up. Yes, Carmelita. Yes, and Pam says all of them. Yes, y'all. I don't believe that they should even see the light of day. Now, y'all tell me, but I don't think that they should see the light of day because they have been committing these crimes for over 30 years, allegedly. Diddy has been free and doing all kind of stuff. Diddy has been free and doing all kind of stuff and hurting people for the last 30 years. It is crazy. It is crazy. It is so crazy. I'm like, these people, they need to lock them. Look, the feds need to lock everybody up that is dealing with this all these shenanigans with Hollywood, y'all. They need to lock them up. Why do they get the luxury of walking around and being free? They should not. They look at the Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all, he did this thing to over 100 men. And it was only men that he wanted. Only men, y'all, him and his partner. They were gay. They wanted to be messing around and sex trafficking men only, putting articles out, lying, saying you want to be an Abercrombie and Fitch model, and then people responding, and then they get there, and then they're being like held against their will. They're given Viagra's. They are being like, y'all, horrible things, just like a whole lot like Diddy Jr. Yes, Diddy Jr. Doing the most. Jason Lee says baby oil for sale. No, Jason Lee, I don't think anybody wants no baby oil, to include me. Nobody wants baby oil. Baby oil, we're gonna have to ban baby oil. So we don't want no baby oil. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is really crazy. But y'all, they are um they are trying to see what is going on with Diddy, what fate is gonna be with him getting out. But y'all, I don't think. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Diddy will not get bail. Put a one if y'all think that Diddy should not get bail. Put a one in the comment box, y'all. Put a one in the comment box because I don't think Diddy should get out. So I'm gonna say one. But I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all. Diddy has done a lot. I mean, y'all, look at what he got. The minors. He got. I mean, like Rex trafficking, rug trafficking. Y'all, he has raping allegations. All these are alleged, y'all. He has remember the guy that's in jail in prison in Ohio, allegedly that inmate says that Diddy raped him. Remember, there's a cartel guy that's in prison too, saying that he was making deals with Diddy and Diddy made him lose a lot of money. Y'all, he's suing Diddy too. Diddy has 50 million, 11 lawsuits. Then you guys, there's another lady named, I think her name is Misha, right? Misha was coming forward. I watched her on another channel. I didn't watch all of it. I didn't watch all of it, you guys. But I want to watch it because they say Misha is another victim. They say Misha is another victim. So I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on with this new victim, Misha. I did not watch all of it, but y'all, I'm gonna watch all of her. I'm gonna watch it and see what in the world did Misha go through with Diddy. What in the world did Misha do? What was her experience? It's crazy. It is crazy. It is so crazy. But you guys, we are on Diddy Watch. We're trying to see what in the world is going on. Is Diddy gonna get off? I don't think so, because Diddy has so much. He has so much going on, y'all. He has so much. It is crazy. Um, Daryl Henson says now if it's a fact that kids was part of that sugar honey iced tea he was doing, then he shouldn't get bail. Absolutely, Daryl. Facts. Facts. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is so crazy. I'm telling y'all, these moguls, y'all, there are so many that y'all, and we praise these people. I was guilty of it too, listening to their music, going to watch their movies, not even knowing what is on the flip side and the other side of that curtain. It is crazy. It is so crazy. It is really, really crazy. But Honey says keep it keep his AZZ locked up. His AZZ locked up. Yes, yes, yes. um, yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, David says he's done. Absolutely. Activist for you says the industry is corrupt. Yes, you guys think about this, right? Every time, y'all, every time that people want to go and sing, people want to go and act, people are thinking that they are about to do great things in life, right? And then next thing you know, they end up in a situation, y'all, where they're like, I thought this was supposed to be a dream. And just like that, it turns into a nightmare, y'all. It is crazy. It is so crazy, you guys. I mean, it is really, really crazy. But that is the type of stuff that, like Jazzy says, very corrupt. It is so corrupt. It is so corrupt, you guys. It is so corrupt. I mean, it is beyond belief. Vimo says, um, this is old news. He'll be home on bail. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think that he's gonna be home. I absolutely not for 1 minute, because if y'all know what the feds, y'all, come on now, stop playing yourselves, y'all. When the feds come, the feds is not playing. They gonna play games with you. They gonna be, playing a tune like they've been doing with Diddy. Y'all see how they apprehended him at the hotel? They scooped him up like a thief in the night. Y'all keep on selling yourself short on the feds. I'm just saying, y'all just saying for y'all, Vimo, who's that? Vimo, he is a mess. But Honey says you seen Blink twice, if not, oh, honey, you guys know everybody keeps telling me about the Blink twice, and if you guys don't know, Jaguar Wright, which let me turn this over here. Jaguar Wright, you guys, she's one of my mods. So Jaguar Wright is spoke about that too, the Blink twice. I need to go and check. I need to go and check and see if I can find that movie. Do you know what it's on, honey? I don't know what it's on. But yeah, I want to see. I think, let me see. I think they're coming back. Let me see. Law and Crime is coming back. Let's see. Let's see what they're saying, y'all. Let's see.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to our special live coverage of the Sean Diddy Combs case. I'm Jesse Weber. Thank you so much for joining us and also for being so patient with us as we came back. So for the past 2 hours, we have been covering for you in real time about what has been happening in that federal courtroom. It was the issue of bail, now being heard by Judge Arun Subramanian. This is the first time this judge has heard this issue after Sean Combs has been denied bail on 2 separate occasions. And it seems, based on the arguments put forward by the defense and also put by the prosecution, that he may be open to bail for Sean Combs. Now, clearly, as he said, this wouldn't be a situation where he'd be at home.
Uh-oh, y'all. Y'all, let's continue.
How strict these conditions would be, even said they're more stringent than what you see at the MDC, the Metropolitan Detention Center, where Sean Combs is currently housed. You heard objections from the prosecution saying that he had been reaching out to witnesses and victims, that he'd been engaging in obstruction, that he's a violent individual, that he's a danger to society. The judge heard both arguments and said he will make a decision early next week. The question becomes, will Sean Combs be home for Thanksgiving? That could be a realistic possibility here. And he also said that he wants letters from both sides on Monday about what Sean Combs is allowed to communicate and what he is not allowed to communicate with. Because the big issue was, is he allowed to present social media posts about his family, his life? There was a back and forth about whether or not he can, talk about, reverse the narrative for himself, or whether or not that is trying to improperly influence a potential jury pool. So you heard a lot of back and forth. Big theme was whether or not he should be allowed out, considering Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, who was also charged with sex trafficking and arrested recently, he was let out on a $10 million bail package. Sean Combs is proposing a $50 million bail package, private 24/7 security. At least 3 security guard members would be watching him. No internet use, no phone use, limited to his conversations with his attorneys, only a limited amount of visitors. So the judge is taking all of this under advisement, which seems to be a wise decision. And by all counts, we'll have a decision about Sean Combs' bail next week. Now, I want to bring in Elizabeth Milner from Law and Crime, our very own. She was in that courtroom for the hearing. She's outside of that federal courthouse right now. Elizabeth, good to see you. What did you see? What were your observations inside there?
Yeah, Jesse, a lot of interest in today's hearing for sure, especially with the whole debate on whether or not Sean Diddy Combs could actually go home or at least be at home in time for Thanksgiving. I will say that I arrived to the courthouse around like 12:15 today. Not a lot of people out, so I thought we actually came here a lot early. So when I went inside the courthouse, I was actually surprised to see the amount of reporters that were already in line waiting to go inside that hearing. Now, I got inside the courthouse probably about 45 minutes before the hearing started, and probably at least 15 other journalists and lawyers were ahead of me in the line. So I was actually very lucky to get a seat today. Now, they actually moved the courtroom to a different location than it was on Tuesday's hearing. Again, that was an emergency hearing, but for this scheduled hearing that's been on the calendar for about a few weeks now, they had it actually at the top floor, so a lot more people were able to get inside that courtroom. And let me tell you, a lot of people were inside that courtroom in that hearing, even members of the public as well too. I feel like I saw some teenagers kind of wanting to know as well too what was going on inside that hearing, because I think they also probably wanted to get a glimpse of Diddy as well too. But let me just kind of paint a picture to our viewers about what you kind of see when you walk inside that federal courtroom. So of course you're going to, when you first walk in, you're going to see the gallery. You're going to have a left hand side or right hand side. The left hand side is, or left hand side, excuse me, is for some of the defense attorneys as well as members of Combs's family, other public interests, and on the other side is going to be some extra.
So you guys, they're saying that this is going to continue on Monday, but y'all, let's continue to listen to see what she has to say.
Gallery, then you have the defense table, then you have the prosecution's table, and then you have the judge obviously on the bench. So it's a little different from how when we normally cover trials. You know, you have the defense on one side, you have the prosecution on another side. So a lot of us in the reporter side, we were kind of anxious to see if Diddy's kids were going to be at the hearing today, and they did. They arrived. They were in unison. They all came in holding hands together too. And Sean Combs's mother, Janice, was also in that courtroom too. But another person who I found particularly interesting to be inside that courtroom was LaWanda Lane. Now, she is the best friend of Kim Porter, and as we have been reporting on, she has been taking care of Sean Combs' twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, while Combs has been locked up inside that federal detention center. But whenever they came in, it was kind of different from when all of the family had to come in during that October hearing, and that it went silent. That wasn't necessarily the case. A lot of people were kind of whispering and talking a little bit back and forth and inside the gallery. Then they all came in. Again, they were all holding hands. They all sat down beside each other. And then, of course, court proceeded and everything like that. I was expecting some moments of like maybe some tearing up, because remember, and I'm sure you've already told our viewers this, when they were kind of discussing the freak offs, the assault video that was released by CNN earlier this year, as well as just some of Diddy's conduct, or alleged conduct, I should say. You know, I can imagine just being 17 years old.
Y'all, that video of Cassie and Diddy did what he did in that hallway was bad, you guys. Y'all, this was bad and will bring a lot of memories to people as to why he should not get bail, right? But y'all, let's continue. Let's continue.
For 2 hours and kind of listening to your father's conduct, I can imagine to be hard. But from my side and from what I saw, I didn't see much of an emotional reaction or anything like that as far as it coming from Diddy's children. And so they pretty much kind of stayed forward, kind of kept their eyes on what the judge was saying, what the defense was saying, obviously what the government was saying when they were making their arguments. So I didn't see any type of actual emotion whenever they were making their arguments. But again, I can only imagine what may have been going on in their head as well too. But it's also significant that they were in the courtroom, because as I mentioned on Tuesday, they weren't here on Tuesday, and it's probably likely because it was an emergency hearing. I'm sure flying all the way out from Los Angeles or possibly Miami can be a lot to do in the matter of just getting 24 or 12-hour notice. And so, you know, it wasn't very surprising that they were all inside the courtroom. But again, it's significant too, because the government alleges that they are all doing this as kind of like a PR stunt, and kind of in a way to sway the jury into making them seem like a unified family. I mean, we've seen this before in trials, and I want to kind of make a clear distinction on the comparison I'm about to make here. I mean, we've seen this before in trials, and I'm talking specifically about the Alec Murdaugh trial, where, you know, Alec Murdaugh's family came inside that courtroom as well too. So it wasn't very surprising that he had his family there to kind of back him up. But I will say, just like on Tuesday, whenever Diddy did come into the courtroom and how he beamed and how he looked at every single person in the gallery, it wasn't like that this time. So when he came inside, it was still in that khaki jumpsuit. He, again, looks kind of grayish, a little bit like that, a little thin. But at the same time, you know, being in jail or a federal detention center for the past 2 months, obviously that's going to kind of wear it.
And you guys, real quick, she is absolutely right. Whenever there is trials and things of this sort that are happening, families come together so they can try to show the judges and the court that hey, they can come together at a time like this just to, act like they got some sense. But we know Diddy and his kids, y'all, they be doing the most, y'all. But let's see what this judge is gonna say, because y'all, on Monday he's gonna make a, I guess they're gonna have to go back to court to make a decision. But y'all, let's continue.
Hugged every single one of his attorneys. But again, like I said Tuesday, Diddy knows that a lot of eyes are on him at this time. So there's not going to be a moment where we don't see what we expect to see of Sean Diddy Combs, if that makes sense. We're going to see somebody who's not going to appear defeated. We're going to see somebody who is going to appear with smiles. So that way, I think he's also kind of signaling to the world that he's okay in a way, but at the same time, maybe reassuring his family, especially his daughters, who, again, the twins, Jesse and Delia, are just 17. Chance just turned 18.
Hey, Arctic One. Hey, Tigra. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all, let's continue to listen. We are on Diddy Watch. They are outside the courtroom and they are reporting what law and crime. Let's continue.
Courtroom. So I didn't get that last glance of maybe a last phone kiss to his family or to his mother or anything like that. But at the same time, you know, excuse me, that's pretty much what we can expect from Sean Combs.
Let me ask you this, Elizabeth, and that was a great recap of what you're our eyes and ears. We don't have cameras in that courtroom. Unfortunately, we're not going to have cameras in that courtroom. So you are our best eyes and ears about what is happening there. I broke down the legal arguments and what was said between the prosecution and the defense and Judge Subramanian. From Judge Subramanian, though, his demeanor, the way he was asking these questions to the prosecution, did it seem to you like he was skeptical of the prosecution's arguments? Did it seem like he was pushing them a little bit more? The reason we're asking is, does he seem open to Sean Combs getting bail? I know he's reserved judgment, but there's one thing to report on what he was said. There's another thing, you got a glimpse of the way he was asking the questions. What's your take on that?
I think it kind of stems back to, with this case, you really have to dot your I's and cross your T's. I think he was asking both sides very important questions. When he was specifically talking to the government, I think he was trying to also make it clear, it did feel like he was open to it. To answer your question, it did feel that way. I was actually kind of surprised by that aspect as well, too, because, going in, and I shouldn't have made that assumption in the first place. I was like, no way could this ever happen. But at the end of these arguments, I'm like, maybe it's possible that this could actually happen. I think it was kind of interesting with that moment where, Mark Agnifilo mentioned his home in Miami, and Judge Submarinian was like, oh, okay, absolutely not. And then they suggested that apartment on the Upper East Side. But as far as the government's kind of arguments that they were making, it seemed like the judge really just kind of wanted to press to make sure that they were crossing all their T's and dotting all of their I's. And I kind of have to.
See, you guys, that's what I said. I said the government is trying to ask questions and make sure that they are covered. Because if something happens, like they say, Diddy, you get your, if it's approved, if his bail is approved, okay, Diddy, your bail is approved. You have to be in your house 24 hours a day, right? If Diddy is out there having a freak off, you guys, and they come back and find out, y'all, they're gonna be like, you are supposed to be in your house 24 hours. That's why the government is asking certain questions, because they're trying to make sure that they cover their steps and cover everything that they're doing. But y'all, let's continue.
Jesse.
All right, before I let everybody go, I have a special announcement for you. I mentioned it before, I'm going to mention it again. If you are looking for a deep dive on the Sean Diddy Combs case, a 360-degree picture of what is happening, you need to be subscribed to Wondery Plus, because there, Law and Crime is launching a brand new podcast series. It is called The Rise and Fall of Diddy. It's going to be launching on December 4th. I am hosting it, so a little self-promotion, never hurt anybody. But again, The Rise and Fall of Diddy, it's going to be a whole story from beginning to end about where we're at. Hope everybody can check it out. Again, Wondery Plus. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us.
So you guys, I guess there you have it. They're saying, let me
We'll be
see.
back next week, and we will see what happens next in the Sean Diddy Combs saga. Have a good one, everybody.
It says they are going to make a decision next week, you guys. They are making a decision next week. So there you have it, y'all. They are saying the judge is not making any calls, any decisions as of today. You guys, they are trying to make the judge. I'm telling y'all, they are not gonna let. I'm just saying, I don't think that they are going to let Diddy out. So it's been continued. Yes, Jazzy, it's been continued. Yes, baby, it's been continued. They saying that Diddy is basically going back to the MDC, and even on Monday, I believe he'll be going back to the MDC. I don't think for one moment, and y'all, next week is Thanksgiving. I don't think for one moment that they are gonna let Diddy out. I'm telling y'all, people are probably gonna be out there protesting and acting crazy if they let Diddy out. I'm telling y'all, especially those people who have family members that these victims are very upset. You know, they got brothers, they got cousins, they got the uncles. Y'all, they is not playing with Diddy, who aren't scared to, I'm not condoning violence or anything like that, but y'all, people are not gonna allow, not allow. People are not gonna accept the fact that if he gets out, they're gonna be safe, they're gonna be okay. Absolutely not. But like I said, y'all, the judge is asking questions, y'all, because he's trying to make sure, like asking questions and seeing also what kind of responses Mr. Agnifilio is gonna respond and say, because y'all know Mr. Agnifilio's elevator don't go all the way to the top. He is not playing with a full deck of cards. So what I'm saying is this situation, you guys, is not going, I don't believe myself, I don't think it's going to be approved, you guys. I don't think that it's going to be approved. That's just my what I gather from it. I don't think it's gonna be approved. They know Diddy is a whole monster. They know Diddy is not gonna be on his best behavior because y'all, they already said he's been cutting up in that MDC. Little did we know, I just found out and read an article not too long ago. They said that he's been acting up in the MDC. So Diddy doesn't, it doesn't matter where Diddy's at, he's gonna do what he wants to do. He's gonna cut up, he's gonna act up. He's not going to be doing what he should be doing, you guys. Diddy is going to be doing what he wants to do. So when, with that being said, it is not. Jazzy said people making his beds. Yeah, Jazzy, I heard of that. I heard of that too. I was like, these inmates are over there being whole. What's it called? What is it called when they be going to a concert and people be trying to be following them around? What's that name, you guys? Um, Dang it, what's that name? Where they be those a famous person, so the groupies. Yeah, the inmates are being groupies. Yeah, a work, yeah, groupies. Yeah, Jazzy and Joey, groupies. Those inmates are being groupies right now. They're like, oh, Diddy groupies? Yes, Amy. Yeah, yes, y'all, groupies. The inmates are being groupies. They're like, oh, this is Diddy. Oh, let me go make his bed. Let me sweep his cell. Let me go straighten up his thing. Let me give him some. Let me do it. Y'all, they probably running them tabs up on their commissary trying to get them everything. Yes, KT, he is a flight risk. Yes, yes, yes. He is a flight risk. He sure is. He is a whole flight risk and a half. And that's why I don't think, you guys, for one moment that this judge is going to allow Diddy to get out. Y'all smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, y'all. We are on Diddy Watch. We are on Diddy Watch, y'all. They are of this bail is going to be. But I don't think so. I don't think that Diddy is going to I don't think that Diddy is going to I don't think Diddy's gonna make it out on bail. I don't believe so. I really don't believe so because Diddy is a menace to society. Like I said, he's not gonna there. I'm telling y'all, if it was me, I already know. I'm not letting Diddy out because my nieces, my nephews, even the community doesn't have nothing to do with my family, the community in general, right? Everybody's safety, everybody that's out there in New York that wants to be out there, especially after the holidays. What is it called? The Macy's parade, the Thanksgiving Macy's parade. That's going to be happening on Thanksgiving. Y'all, they are not about to let Diddy go out. Absolutely not. They are not about to let Diddy do any of that, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all, they are not about to let Diddy go out there, act a plum fool, and disturb the peace while people are trying to enjoy their holidays. No, and it's cold in New York too. Y'all, for one second, I doubt it. So let me see what everybody else is saying about Diddy, because y'all, Diddy is doing the most. Let me see. Let's see. Diddy's bail. Diddy is doing the most. I don't think for now one reason that they are going to approve anything. Let's see. Um, let me see what this is saying. Let's check and see. Hold on. Yeah, disturbing the peace. Yeah, they don't want exactly. Don Pickens. They don't want this Diddy to be out there disturbing the peace. I mean, people want to enjoy. It's the holidays. People are hanging out with their family, their friends. All out in New York. They don't want Diddy to be being a whole menace to society before the holidays. Absolutely not, y'all. He has so much stuff going on. There is so much stuff going on with Diddy. Let me see. This is let me see. This is let's see. Let me see what is going on. But y'all, let me see. I don't think that let's see. Okay, I guess there a lot of them are just outside of the courtroom. They are waiting, I guess, for maybe his lawyers to come out and let's see what. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Yeah, because they are waiting, you guys. But while they are waiting, you guys, there was a new lady on the Lano B show. She came out and she said that she was a victim of Diddy's. But you guys, hold on, just let's see. Hold on, just a second. I'm trying to see what what. Okay, so you guys, I don't think there. Yeah, I don't think. I'm trying to see because there is a new victim, you guys. A new victim. I think her name is Misha. Yeah, I think her name is Misha. She is a new victim of Diddy's, right? Y'all, they are saying that Misha was the girl that was on the body cakes table. But y'all, I cannot do a reaction to that video because I have to get approval first because y'all, I don't want to be in trouble getting using somebody else's content. But you guys, this new person, her name is Misha. They said that she was the one on the body cakes. Let's see if we can find the body cakes table. And then y'all remember the girl that was in the Dolce and Gabbana, Dolce and Gabbana shirt. They said she was a minor, and they said that Diddy trafficked her from I think it was Michigan to New York, I believe. Y'all, this is the one that's saying that this was her. She's saying that was me sitting on Diddy's lap. That was her also on the table. Do you guys remember that the body cakes the situation? You guys, another a situation. Are you guys aware of Ali Carter? Do y'all know Ali Carter? Put a one in the box if you know Ali Carter. Put a two in the box if you do not know Ali Carter. Ali Carter is one of Diddy's minor victims. Do you guys know who that is? Put a one in the chat. Okay, Cassie says she knows who. Okay. Okay, some people do know and some people don't know who Ali Carter is. Oh, wow. Yes, Jazzy. You know, Jazzy, I'm always reporting on Ali Carter because a lot of people don't know who she is, right? So you guys, let me go and protection, yes. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me see. Let me let me let me see. Let me go to her video, you guys. I'm going to show you all a video, you guys, and I play it quite often because this is one of Diddy's minor victims. Allegedly, she says that she has her proof and everything. But it's sad, as you guys, if y'all been here, loungers, you guys seen it probably 50 a million times. But y'all, there's a lot of people that haven't seen it. So y'all, if y'all have seen it. If y'all want to stay on, but you guys, I'm gonna play her video because I want to make sure that people know who Ali Carter is. But y'all, let me play her video and let me let you guys see who Ali Carter is. She's one of the minor victims. Allegedly, she was trafficked by the CPS office. You guys, this is her words, not mine. I just do a reaction to her video. But you guys, a lot of people don't know Ali Carter. I just learned of Ali Carter. But I'm gonna play this video. I've played it before, you guys, but I want to push out her of Ali's story because a lot of people, like a lot of people on here, do not know Ali Carter's story. So y'all, I'm gonna play this video again. If you guys have watched it before, y'all can stay on. But if not, y'all, y'all can y'all free to stay. But y'all, I want people to know because this is the stuff that Diddy has done to these people, minors, women, men, all kind of people, and that's why Diddy should not be getting out on bail. But y'all, let's continue. Now, I do want to say, you guys, this video was like 2 or 3 years ago.
In July of 2020, you came out on Instagram. You couldn't bottle it up anymore. You made claims about Barack Obama and Joe Biden that shocked the world. How did it get there? Take us through your story.
Well, as young as I remember, I've been trafficked through many elite places. And I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, still under the custody of Child Protective Services, the child welfare system. It went from trap houses in your everyday neighborhood of Moreno Valley, California, and Los Angeles County, strip clubs, and into Hollywood elite parties. There was never a time of peace in my life. And I remember very clearly since 4 years old, there was never a time of peace in my life. It's been ongoing.
Who started all of this? I mean, your mother originally. And then
Yes.
Who carried on? How did you end up in Buckingham Palace and underneath the Getty Museum and alongside some of these household names that I just mentioned?
When I was a child, there was many things that went on in the home. I tried to talk. I tried to let people know. Child Protective Services were called constantly since I was 3 months old. By the time I turned 13, I had enough of being raped and beaten and tortured behind rocks on La Salle in Moreno Valley, California. I had enough of going through dealing with my mother's boyfriends. She was nothing of a mother, but I had enough of dealing with them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had enough of being the favorite out of the girls, and I couldn't take anymore, so I tried to kill myself. When I turned 13, CPS came into the picture. I was put into mental hospitals, and then finally I was put into foster care. I thought things would be over from there. I thought it would be fine, and then after all of that, I started thinking that I was talking to someone online, but everybody knew me before I knew them. I was trafficked by a pimp who claimed to be 27 years old, and he was not. I found many passports, many different birth dates for him in his wallet. And when I told CPS this, they put him down as a 27-year-old boyfriend, and he was a 27-year-old trafficker. That was.
So you guys, if y'all are just joining me, y'all, Diddy got a third bail hearing today. This is Allie Carter, one of Diddy's minor victims, allegedly, you guys, and she is here telling her story. This interview happened like, I want to say like 3 years ago, but y'all, this is a heart-wrenching interview, you guys. I want to pass Allie's story on so people will know about Allie. She is one of the minor victims that is outspoken. But y'all, let's continue.
Was going in and out of my homes, paying off my foster parents, and taking me to Hollywood elite parties over and out of the country, which is, you would think, would be where the FBI would have stepped in. I was letting my social workers know, and they told me to stay quiet. They told me that if I told anybody else, that I would be shipped off to Arizona and no one would ever find me again. So, you know, at one point, you learn that you have to deal with what you have to deal with when the people in authority are not there to help you. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing. What Amber Alert did you receive? How many?
Y'all, she is speaking truth, y'all. These Amber Alerts, you guys, I have heard so much stuff about this Amber Alert situation, you guys. And what Ali is saying, y'all, it seems to be true and so real. But y'all, she is a minor victim of Diddy's. Y'all, let's continue. This is why Diddy should not get out and not get bail at all. But y'all, let's continue.
How many times do you receive an Amber Alert every year? And if you think about that, how many children are coming up in your face that have been tortured and abused like this? It exists and it's real, and people don't want to face it. It happens in your schools every day, as your grave diggers, your trash men. Everybody is involved, but everybody is looking at the top, and that's just a small percentage, and you really need to look at the people in between.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand it and to know. And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
No, because everybody is complicit. Everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local.
Hey, Jamil, welcome in, Jamil, Mr. I Am Comedy. We are going over Allie Carter's story. I always like to push Allie Carter's story out because y'all, a lot of people are unaware of Allie Carter. She is one of Diddy's minor victims. If y'all are just joining us, y'all, she is very outspoken as to what happened. She shares her experience, and I like to push this information out for those who don't know of Allie Carter. Y'all, let's continue.
Local police department. It is underground tunnels. There's a whole world. It's a different way of life. There's every source of transportation. When I met Joe Biden, I was rushed through many celebrities. Half of them I did not know. It didn't faze me to see them. It didn't. Some of them were actually very conceited and cocky that I didn't know who they were. Underground, under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, there are many tunnels. Again, there's a way of transportation. There's every single way of transportation under the ground. I was sold to Joe Biden.
Uh-oh, you guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Oh. Let me go back and let me see. Go back and pick up where we left off, you guys. Let me go back and pick up where we left off. Hold on just a second. Cause this is terrible. He's okay, hold on, Jamil. What'd you say?
Diddy's getting bail.
He's getting bail?
Yeah. The judge considered giving him bail, so they pushed it till next week, like till Tuesday. But it looked like they about to let him go.
Oh
Like they
wow.
could have denied it today. So I feel sorry for the victims. I feel sorry for Ali. Look
Oh
like they about to let him
wow.
out.
I hope not, you guys. Jamil Peterson said they looks like they're gonna let him out
They're
next week.
considered
I hope
giving
not.
him bail. They're considered
He
giving him
said
bail.
that they're considering giving Diddy bail. I hope not, you guys. People like Ali Carter right here, you guys. That's why I'm showing you guys Ali Carter because she is a victim of a lot of these moguls in Hollywood, you guys. But y'all, let's continue. I want to tell her story. Let's continue, y'all. I hope that they do not give him bail, y'all. But y'all, this is Diddy's minor victim. Let's continue to listen to Ali Carter, y'all. This is sad and horrific, y'all.
But I had enough of dealing with them at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had enough of being the favorite out of the girls, and I couldn't take anymore. So I tried to kill myself. When I turned 13, CPS came into the picture. I was put into mental hospitals, and then finally I was put into foster care. I thought things would be over from there. I thought it would be fine, and then after all of that, I started thinking that I was talking to someone online, but everybody knew me before I knew them. I was trafficked by a pimp who claimed to be 27 years old, and he was not. I found many passports, many different um, birth dates for him in his wallet. And when I told CPS this, they put him down as a 27-year-old boyfriend, and he was a 27-year-old trafficker that was going in and out of my homes, paying off my foster parents, and taking me to Hollywood elite parties over and out of the country, which is, you would think, would be where the FBI would have stepped in. I was letting my social workers know, and they told me to stay quiet. They told me that if I told anybody else, that I would be shipped off to Arizona and no one would.
See, you guys, these people bought and paid. Diddy and all of his goons allegedly paid off these people. That's why they're saying, telling her, if you don't be quiet or, acting like they don't want to listen to her and what she has to say of her being abused, y'all. This is sad. They paid people off to ignore the situation, y'all. It's sad. Y'all, let's continue.
Would ever find me again. So, at one point, you learn that you have to deal with what you have to deal with when the people in authority are not there to help you. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place, all over the world. And people don't understand that, and they can't fathom that, and they can't put that together. But if you think about the things that have come out lately, and there's 200 children missing, and there's 300 children missing. What Amber Alert did you receive? How many times do you receive an Amber Alert every year? And if you think about that, how many children are coming up in your face that have been tortured and abused like this?
Yes, you guys. Y'all, this is sad. Y'all, smash the like button for Ali Carter. Subscribe to my channel because, y'all, this is the reason why Diddy should not be out. This is Ali Carter. She is a minor victim of Diddy's. Y'all, she is sharing her story. Y'all, smash the like button. Y'all, hearts for Ali Carter and all the minor victims. Y'all, let's continue.
It exists and it's real, and people don't want to face it. It happens in your schools every day as your grave diggers, your trash men. Everybody is involved, but everybody is looking at the top, and that's just a small percentage. And you really need to look at the people in between.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand and to know. And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
No, because everybody is complicit. Everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department. It is underground tunnels. There's a whole world. It's a different way of life. There's every source of transportation. When I met Joe Biden, I was rushed through many celebrities. Half of them I did not know. It didn't faze me to see them. It didn't. Some of them were actually very conceited and cocky that I didn't know who they were. Underground, under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, there are many tunnels. Again, there's a way of transportation. There's every single way of transportation under the ground. I was sold to Joe Biden. Multiple times. Sometimes people don't talk about it, because when you don't talk about it, it makes it okay. When you don't talk about it, it makes you bury it. When you don't talk.
Yes, y'all, this is sad, y'all. Ali Carter has been coming out, you guys. I just ran into her just recently with the last couple of months, you guys. Y'all, I'm telling you, this story, her story is sickening. And this is why Diddy should not be out, because Diddy is one of the ones that she's a Diddy minor victim. Y'all, she is one of the victims of Diddy. Y'all, this is why Diddy should not get his bail approved. But y'all, let's continue.
Talk about it, it's easier, and it kills that part of you. I was sold for blowjobs. I was sold for sex. There is many people who trade to eat, beat, and rape children under the ground. I have many friends that I've lost, and I have many people that I've met that didn't make it, that refer to me as a traitor. This is the only thing you need to know about vision.
Y'all, let's skip this commercial. This is so sad with Ali Carter, y'all. Let's continue.
And that's because they're still dealing with this right now to this day.
Yes, there are millions just like me. There are millions worse off than me. There are millions that people cut off their limbs so they don't fight them back when they rape them. There are millions that they take pleasure in draining their blood and using it as a source of a fountain of youth. People have many sick fetishes.
See, you guys, these people are sick, you guys. They are disgusting. Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. We are on Diddy Watch. This is a reason why Diddy should not get out. This is one of Diddy's minor victims, Ali. Y'all, these people in Hollywood are disgusting.
And the Hollywood elite, we sign their paychecks. We sign all of their paychecks every single day. This when you stream their music, when you buy something from their brands, we sign their paychecks. And these are the people that have put something in your face and made you want to believe that you are the ones that are responsible to make them look the way they look. Their image is not what you think it is. They're sick, evil people.
This is something that has only recently become accepted by a large amount of people. Until now, a lot of people
would look at you, Allie Carter, and say, "You're crazy." Mm-hmm. And is that what these people at CPS held over your head and said, "You're going to go to Arizona? You keep talking crazy like this. We're very concerned about your mental health." Is the gaslighting something that they did to try to make you doubt your own experiences, your own personal knowledge of what it was that was going on, the horrific tragedy that you were experiencing? I mean, is that what they would do? Is that the tactics?
Yes, I was taught pain is pleasure. I was taught that you do not speak unless you're spoken to. I was taught that as a foster care kid, you have nothing but what's in your trash bag that you carry from home to home when you're evicted from foster home to foster home. I was in over 19 high schools in 1 year. I never stayed in a place longer than a month. I was never in a home.
Oh wow, Arctic One, thank you for that information. Y'all, Allie Carter has been struggling for years, you guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, because y'all, we are on Diddy Watch. We want to push out all minor and adult victims of Diddy's, you guys. This is the reason why Diddy should not be out and that bail should not be approved. He should not see the light of day, y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
I was moved all around because nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to do anything about it. The California Ombudsman was contacted. My foster mother, that is now my adopted mother, I'm adopted now. She went to everyone. She went to the police. She went to the California Ombudsman. She went to private investigators. She talked to judges, attorneys, lawyers. She went to everyone, and everyone shut her down. There was no help whatsoever. And she was made out to be the crazy one. I was made out to be the crazy one. I was a high-risk kid. I was moved from foster homes to level 14 lockdown group homes. And every single time something happened, every single time I came in with cracked ribs, with bruises.
You guys, isn't it the same thing what happened with Britney Spears and a lot of these other Hollywood people? Once they try to take control of you and then you buck in their system, they say you're crazy, you're this, you're that. The same thing happened with Allie, you guys. They're saying she's crazy, she's this, she's that, because she's trying to tell people, look, these people are doing these things to me, and she's getting ignored, y'all. It is sad. It is very sad.
With bites, with rape kits, beyond rape kits. No one did anything. I went from shelter to shelter, from CPS report to CPS report, and CPS is your cover-up. CPS is corrupt. CPS buys and sells and trades children. That is their major facade. There are some good social workers out there, and there are some social workers that know that they cannot speak on things, they cannot do certain things, and they have to abide by certain rules, because if you don't, you will be abused too, just like there is in the Brotherhood Freemason Cops. There is a secret society in the Freemason Cops as well. We are not safe. We have been threatened, harassed, stalked, and hunted down because I mentioned that I was trafficked under the Getty Museum. I have so much evidence. I have so much information, but I don't know who to give it to, and I don't know who to honestly talk to, because there's nothing that has come of it. I don't know if Trump is going to do something, because that's the only reason why I do have something to believe in Trump, because he has given money to trafficking organizations, but 501c3s are cover-ups too. So what exactly and where exactly is this money going, and is there any really help? Because there's not, while we're out here, our house has been broken into, I'm sorry, our animals have been killed. We have been away from our home for a year. We can't go back without police coming out and asking us where we have been. We have been stopped and pulled over in 8 states without a ticket, without.
You guys, why are the victims nowadays being the ones to be harassed? Why are not the victimizers the ones that need to, why aren't the victimizers the ones being harassed? Y'all, people have stuff so backwards, it's crazy. But y'all, let's continue. This is so sad. Y'all, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Y'all, we're going to continue.
Without a warning and without any logical reason. They just want to know where our car is, what time that we'll be back, where are we parked, and how long will we be out, and how much money do we have. This is not normal, and everybody knows that something is wrong.
So when you say that Trump has given money to trafficking organizations, you mean organizations that fight trafficking, right?
Human trafficking.
I just want to make sure that I understand that. He's not participating in funding human sex trafficking.
No, that's not what I believe, and no, that is not what I've ever heard. I believe that Trump has done something because he is the only president that has mentioned it, and Trump is the only person that I haven't seen, to be honest with you.
So first,
So y'all, she said Trump is the only one that she has not seen. Now, y'all, she has look at the title. Y'all read the title. And she says she has never met Trump before. She's just saying, you guys. But y'all, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. Y'all, let's continue. This is Diddy, one of Diddy's minor victims, telling her story, y'all. This is so sad. Y'all, let's get up to 500 likes, y'all. Let's smash the like button, y'all. Everybody take the time and hit the like button, you guys, for Allie. Smash the like button for Allie, y'all. This is so sad.
firsthand, these people were in a room with you and they raped you. I mean, there's no other, I want to be absolutely 100% candid. Barack Obama,
Yes.
Joe Biden, these people raped you. And you say that you have these mountains of evidence that nobody wants to look at. What evidence do you have?
We have police reports, we have rape kits, we have information, we have videos, we have so much. But again, there's so much that I can't put completely out there, and I have mountains of it. But I do understand that when I was 16, I ran away from CPS. This is how I escaped. I was auctioned to Russia. I knew that if I went to Russia with this man, that I would not come back and I would die. So I ran away and I hid for a year. I did what I had to do, and I can't say exactly what I had to do because it would put some people in danger. But I'm here and I'm alive. And during this time, my pimp sent fake FBI.
Thank you, Matt Johnson. Thank you for your subscription and liking on my channel. Yo, we are on Diddy Watch. Welcome to the lounge family, Matt Johnson, and everybody who subscribed to my channel. Welcome to the lounge. Welcome, loungers. If you guys subscribed, welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, let's continue.
To homes to interrogate, to disrupt the neighborhood. But when the suspects that they thought were the ones that were guilty and called them back, they didn't want anything. They didn't want to talk. They just wanted to see exactly where I was. It didn't end from there. It hasn't ended at all. I'm 27 years old now, and it should be done, because if this was just about sex, if this was just about money, this would be over. But this is not what this is about. MK Ultra.
Sashika Blaker subscribed and liked. Thank you. Hey, D Dot, welcome in. Welcome in. Juanita Martin, thank you. New sub. She says hello, lounge and chat. She is telling the truth. Juanita Martin, thank you. Shakita Blaker, thank you. JC Lewis, welcome subscribers. Welcome Kayla. Welcome y'all. Welcome you guys, new loungers. Welcome in. We are all on Diddy Watch together, y'all. I love you guys. Let's continue listening to what Ali says, you guys. Thank you. Joey, thank you. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you.
Exist. DID exist. This hell exists.
Explain that for people who don't understand what that really means. So what is this really all?
Lisa Quiet, just sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa.
All about?
This is all about power and control. MK Ultra is a mind control programming. It happens to Hollywood elites. It is happening right now to Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, many celebrities just like them. But nobody understands and nobody knows, because it's a part of control. It's like someone has the remote to someone's life, and no one knows who's pushing the buttons. Dissociative identity disorder happens when you have nowhere to go with the trauma, when you have nowhere to go with the pain. So your mind splits and shatters into a million pieces. But those are people that have had to take a part of the pain and do what they have to do to stay alive.
So a lot of your detractors, skeptics, would say Allie Carter waited until July of 2020 to come out with all of this on Instagram. That was conveniently just before a highly contested hot presidential election. This is a political hit job. That's all this is. To those people, what do you say?
D dot. Thank you for that information. I heard about that. I am going to let me see. I am going to check into that D dot. Thank you so much for that information. Thank you. Thank you.
Human sex trafficking, human child trafficking is not an argument. It's not a political issue. It's not a religious issue. It's not a sexual orientation. It is a humanity issue. There are children that are black, white, blue, green. There is no one that needs to have an argument about this conversation. This is a humanity issue that everybody needs to move for.
Have any authorities looked underneath the Getty Museum? Has anybody investigated your claims about tunnels being there or anywhere else? Will anybody go underground? Have you shown them the door? Have you shown them how to get there?
I've tried to talk to people, and they told me they will make sure that I stay silent. Everybody covers this up. Everyone covers everything up. But it's not just the Getty. It is underground in your schools. It is underground in your cemeteries. It is underground every day where you walk on.
Who's manufacturing, who's building, who's creating these tunnels?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea?
That's what everybody, I have no idea. Last night I had.
Y'all, this was a quick commercial, but y'all, we are going to continue.
I know who's at the top.
Do people that work at the schools, do they know that they're there? Do the teachers know?
Yes, the school is complicit. Your teachers are complicit. When I was trafficked throughout my high schools and my time in foster care, my teachers signed me in and out of school. There was the automated service that gives you a call that lets you know that your students are tardy. They were making sure that I was present in my classes, but I was dropped off at school. I was picked up by my pimp. I was returned before the bus got back, and I was placed back in my foster home, or I would not go to school for the day. It was brought to the attention of my SROs. It was brought to the attention of the guidance counselors, and they are all complicit. They all know what's going on. And it is reported.
And it was reported and then completely ignored.
It is reported and it is documented by social workers.
Wow.
So the law enforcement agencies that are ignoring this, why are they doing that? Why are cops and investigators and federal agents, why are they ignoring your claims, your victimization, the crimes against you?
Because they're customers. They're all customers. Again, everybody is so worried about the top Hollywood elite, but you should be worried about the people that sit next to you every day. They are complicit. Your local police are complicit.
All of them?
They're customers. All of them. They're customers. There are some good cops. There are some good cops, but they're very far and few in between.
And so those good cops that know about what you have going on, are they unwilling to do anything about it because the majority of them that surround them are involved and that they could lose their jobs?
They could lose their jobs. They could be threatened for the rest of their lives. They could be hunted, stalked, and harassed just as much as the Freemason Brotherhood cops do to everyone else. What they do to one, they will do to everyone else.
Well, the best thing that you can do, obviously, is get this out as far and as wide as possible. I mean, I think that is probably the best form of protection for you and for anybody else. And now that this is out there on a national platform, I mean, I just don't see any reason why somebody should not be investigating and exposing these tunnels that we have all heard about and that have raised eyebrows in this community now since the beginning of the Trump presidency. When you're right, the attention was directed, the eyes were opened up in this way.
And y'all, Ali said she's never met Trump, but she met them other ones, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all, this is crazy. But D-Dot, I'm going to check on that Will Smith video and check and see what is going on. If I see Ali Carter, and I will do a reaction on that too. But y'all, let's continue.
During that presidency, as in were opened in a lot of other things as well. But nothing is more horrific, nothing is more important than stopping child sex trafficking. That has to be done. This has to be exposed. Our children are our most precious gifts from God. And we must protect them by any means necessary. And everybody involved needs to be exposed. And that's why I'm asking about celebrity names, powerful elites, politicians. That's why these people need to be exposed, because these are the people that we are supposed to be able to run to help us to handle the cops and the garbage man and the school lunch cafeteria aide. Those are the people that need to be.
Juanita Martin, thank you. Juanita says the lounge be on it. Yes, Juanita, we over here are on Diddy Watch here at the lounge, you guys. Every lounger knows that we are checking in with all the stuff that Diddy has been doing, especially to these minor victims, y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
Arrested. But who do we go to?
Exactly. And that's what it worries me every day. I know there's no justice for me. I accepted that a while ago. I can't have kids of my own. I understand that there's a lot that I will probably never be able to have, including my childhood. I don't have any pictures. I don't have any pictures of me as a baby. I have pictures of me from 14 up, in the worst moments and in the worst ways. I just want peace, because this is not about a sexual experience. This is not about just cash. This is about something else, and it's deeper than that, because this is decades of tactics. This is decades of issues. These are decades of problems. Satanic ritual abuse exists. Human sex trafficking exists. Organ harvesting exists all over the place. The black market.
You guys, hold on. I gotta turn the camera around. You guys, when Ali Carter says the organ trafficking whatever situation, y'all, do y'all remember real quick for a few seconds? You guys step away from this. Ali Carter said about the organs, right? Do y'all remember there was a boy in Georgia? He was playing wrestling. He was a wrestler. Remember when he came up unalived and he was rolled up in a mat and all of a sudden his organs were gone out of his body? Y'all, we have to pay attention. What Ali is saying is true, y'all. And a lot of stuff that we don't know that she's sharing with us, y'all research it on y'all's own, because y'all, this stuff is real. It is so real, y'all. It's scary. But y'all, let's continue.
Market exists. Humans, babies, children, 4-year-olds, 6-year-olds are having their bodies sliced open and used as human suitcases over the border. I have been trafficked over the border. Those babies are moved as if they're still alive. They put clothes on them, they sit them up, and they use them until their bodies cannot be used anymore. This is not just about sex, because after your body is used for sex, your organs are used for organ harvesting and selling on the black market, which goes to your hospitals. You wonder why a heart costs so much. You wonder why.
Y'all, this is true facts. People are trying to get kidneys, trying to get whatever organs they need for a transplant. And y'all, they are selling these organs for so much. That's why on my driver's license, it says, do you want to be an organ donor? Oh, absolutely not. You're not going to take my organs and sell them for $1 million while my family is, a lot of people say yes, and then their family is left to be hungry, and they're making millions and trillions of dollars off of their organs. Y'all, I'm telling y'all got to pay attention. But let's continue.
A liver or kidney costs so much, and because of that you can go to Mexico and you can get it for a little bit cheaper, and you wonder why. There is so much going on, and this is decades and decades of tactics that people need to wake up to and do something about, because again, our authority is not going to do it.
Y'all, that is so true. And that is that with Ali Carter. But you guys, I want to see if I can show you guys that that young teenager that a few years ago that he was playing wrestling and then he was rolled up in a mat. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Teenage. Let me look it up for you guys. Because what Ali was saying, you guys, yes, I found it, y'all. I found it. I found it. They, oh my goodness, you guys, I found it. Let me see if I can play this video for you guys. Um, Let's see. Let me see if they have. Let me see which video that I want to play. But you guys, you guys, it Let me see. Oh, you need it? Yeah. Can you come over here, babe? But you guys, this right here. You see, Mr. Peterson, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. But you guys, it's right there, baby. The guy, the little boy in the mat, you guys, he was rolled up in the mat, and it was, let's see, let me see if I can find, let me play this video. He was a teenager, you guys. Remember, he was a teenager. He was rolled up in a mat, and y'all, all of a sudden, they found that his organs was not inside of his body. Y'all, they stole his organs. But y'all, let's listen to this video, you guys. Let me play this video because y'all, this is really, really sad. It is terrible. But let me skip this video and
Turning now to the growing mystery surrounding the death of a Georgia teenager. Students finding 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson's body inside a rolled-up gym mat at a high school. That was back in 2013. Well, now the latest autopsy is revealing new details in this case. Heather's back with those new developments.
Yeah, big twist in this case. Local and state investigators, ruled Kendrick Johnson's death an accident. His parents, though, have always insisted that he was murdered. So here's a timeline of events. It was back on January 11th, 2013, when Johnson's body was found rolled up in a gym mat at a high school in Valdosta. 3 days later, investigators for the first time called his death an accident. In September 2013, though, an independent autopsy found that Johnson died from non-accidental blunt force trauma. In June 2016, the Justice Department found insufficient evidence to support federal criminal charges. Well, tonight, a third autopsy now reveals that Kendrick Johnson died from non-accidental injuries. It finds his cause of death as blunt force trauma to his right neck and upper chest. Now, that is a complete reversal from the initial autopsy that determined his death to be accidental asphyxia. So Johnson's family still believes their son was murdered. That foul play is suspected. They also accuse law enforcement and school officials of a cover-up, which those officials deny. It is not known how these new autopsy results will have an impact, if they will have any impact at all, on this case. Anthony?
see you guys. That
Kendrick Johnson was
let me
found
see.
dead in a rolled-up gym mat at his high school. Originally ruled
Uh-oh.
accidental. Parents are very upset.
Let's see
They
this
believe
one.
that their son was murdered. So now feds took over the investigation. But now the latest development we're getting is that there was an email tip sent to the sheriff's office saying and implicating certain individuals. The sheriff's office, which ruled this an accident, now following up on that the next day, issuing subpoenas, and it seems like this investigation moving forward. Joey Jackson, Mike Brooks with me, and Jane Velez Mitchell, host of Jane Velez Mitchell, joins us now. Jane, it seems from where I'm sitting, this is a big, big development in trying to get to the bottom of what happened here.
Absolutely, Vinny. And I think it's great that with alacrity, investigators interviewed two of the four individuals named in this anonymous email tip. I'd like to see them go further. First of all, I'd like to know, where were they at the time of Kendrick Johnson's death? So that's number one. Also, if you're looking at the poor individual, the victim there in the rolled up gym mat, there's clothing, there's a lot of material around there. What about their DNA, their fingerprints? Is there any matchup between those two? So I think that there's a lot of work still to be done.
See you guys, this poor baby was a teenager. He was a wrestler. He was unalived, y'all. They rolled him up in a mat. Next thing you know, they said they went and they did an autopsy. They said his organs were missing out of his body. But y'all, let's continue.
I'm also curious. I heard the report that 100 people were interviewed in the wake of this, and I want to know, were those two individuals or the four individuals named in the anonymous tip amongst those 100 individuals originally interviewed? And of course, the biggest question, who sent the anonymous tip? is this person possibly the one who's actually involved and wants to throw police off as we get closer to a possible resolution with the feds getting involved and a grand jury convening to hear this? Is this possibly an effort to send them in the wrong direction? So it really compounds the mystery, but there's a lot to work with here.
Well, Jane, Victor Blackwell said that the four names have come up in the investigation before. So we don't know if they are possibly part of the 100 who were interviewed, and they are trying to find out the origin and who sent this. So, they've interviewed two. They didn't interview the other two. Could this also be an investigative ploy? Could this be, talk to two of them, and maybe there might be some talk between the others? And I don't think that they're ignoring the other two totally.
20, 100.
So you guys, that is what Ali Carter is talking about. I'm trying to find the video where it actually speaks about his organs missing. But you guys, they unalived this baby. They rolled his body up. Next thing you know, they went and then they took his organs, you guys. Exactly what Ali Carter, which is Diddy's victim, minor victim, she's seen a lot of this going on. Y'all, like she said, y'all gotta open y'all's eyes. Y'all, the baby, this boy, I'm gonna say baby because he was under 18. He was taken, and his organs were taken out of his body. You guys, these are the things that we are not even like aware of. A lot of people, y'all, it's sad. It is so sad. It is so sad. Oh my goodness. Let me go back and play the video again. Yes, it is so sad about let me go back and play this video again, you guys. Hold on just a second. Let me bring the video back. Y'all, it is sad, y'all. Ali Carter, what Ali Carter is saying about these organs, these people are taking the kid, unaliving people and taking their organs, selling them for millions of dollars, and these people's families are going hungry because they don't have life insurance policies. But when you say yes on your driver's license, they will take your organs and sell them. Y'all got to be hip to and understand that. But y'all, let's continue.
State authorities initially ruled his death accidental, saying that he dove into the mat to retrieve his shoe, but the family has suspected foul play since that January day. Joining us now is Kendrick's mother, Mrs. Jacqueline Johnson, and family spokesperson Marcus Coleman. Thank you both so much for your time tonight. Mrs. Johnson, I'd like to start out with you. You've been calling for justice for your son for 8 years now, and there have been several investigations and lawsuits already. Why the sudden change here that this is being reopened? Is this quite literally a case of there being a new sheriff in town?
Yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with it. We got a new sheriff, so this is a new chance for Kendrick at justice.
And Marcus, authorities have said that this was just a freak accident. The family has paid for 2 independent autopsies, one that suggested there was unexplained blunt force trauma. Kendrick's father has even tried stuffing himself into a mat to show just how difficult it is. Why does the family think that Kendrick's death wasn't an accident at all?
Well, for correction, there have been 3 autopsies now. The first one, which we know is bogus, stated positional asphyxiation. Autopsy number 2 and autopsy number 3 are both identical that say blunt force trauma, and they came to that conclusion based upon the hemorrhaging still noticeable in the tissue in Kendrick's neck around his main artery. That's one reason, or the ultimate reason. When the feds closed this case was closed on a local level by Lowndes County, April of 2013. We pushed for a federal investigation, and that lasted almost 3 years.
And Marcus, I understand that your continued push for justice is what has helped the local sheriff obtain those 17 boxes of evidence from the federal government. The sheriff has vowed to treat this like it's a brand new case. How confident are you in this new investigation?
Well, considering it's been 8 years and now 2 months, considering that, the investigation was closed in 2013 on a local level and then closed again, or not even again, closed in July of 2016 or June of 2016 and met with the family, we're cautiously optimistic, but this past.
So y'all, if you guys are just joining me, we just finished a video with Ali Carter. Ali Carter is one of Diddy's minor victims. Diddy, Ali Carter was saying about organ harvesting and organs, you know, how they are selling organs on the black market. This story right here relates to the situation what Ali Carter was saying. This is a story on a young teenager back in 2013. He was a black young high schooler. He was a wrestler. Y'all, he all of a sudden came up unalived, rolled up in a mat. When they did his autopsy, his organs were missing out of his body. He was a wrestler, a young black man. Y'all, and they were trying to say that this was basically foul play. Basically, they unalived him to take his organs. Y'all, this stuff is real. Just like Ali Carter said, y'all, all this stuff that they're doing is so much stuff that there's going on in this world. But there's this stuff, like Ali Carter explained, y'all, this stuff is real. But y'all, let's continue.
Last summer, myself and many colleagues who have been engaged all across this nation in social justice issues. Tomorrow, I'm headed out to join the comrade Tamika Mallory for the 1-year anniversary of Breonna Taylor, her death, which is tomorrow. I was looking at the Ahmaud Arbery's here in Georgia, the Breonna Taylors I just named, the George Floyd's, and it just never sat well with me for reasons I already stated of what happened with Kendrick. Kendrick's name deserves to be mentioned amongst those names, and honestly, there's no other case that has this layer. So it energized.
See, you guys, the dad said there's this case has like no other layer. Like this is situation with Kendrick. I think his name's Kendrick. Y'all, they rolled this baby's body up in a mat and they took his organs. Y'all, they probably rolled him up in the mat allegedly to make sure that he probably, when they did what they did to him, that the blood probably, this is my thoughts, didn't go all over the floor and stuff so they can keep it contained. This is my thoughts. They did this and they took his organs, you guys. This is a thing that Ali was talking about.
Me to attempt to get Kendrick's case reopened. And that's when we discovered that the Middle District of Georgia, the initial governing body federally for Kendrick, had recused itself completely. And that's when I was told that all questions and answers are to be conducted out of the Northern District of Ohio. So in the midst of this pandemic, me and Mrs. Johnson, we flew out to the U.S. Attorney's office there, and now it's former U.S. Attorney Herdman. But after we met with him and we laid out our reasons why we would like to see this case reopened, he literally had less than 2 months in office due to the change of administration. That made us a little leery, but we had to take him at his word. He said he would make this a top priority before he left. That led to papers being filed in federal court from their behalf, which ultimately led to those 17 boxes. Last thing I'll say about those 17 boxes, Kendrick had 17 short years on this earth. We don't think it's happenstance that this case has been reopened due to 17 boxes. We feel like each one of those boxes represents the young life of Kendrick Johnson that will ultimately lead to justice for Kendrick Johnson.
And speaking of that,
So you guys, there you guys have it. This like story is really sad, but I'm trying to find the other video. But you guys, Kendrick was allegedly, I mean not allegedly, he was unalive and they took his organs, you guys. They are trying to say, okay, right here it is right here. Kendrick Johnson's missing organs. Here it is right here, you guys. Let's listen to it.
It's the second time. Are rolled really tightly, except for the one that Kendrick.
Hold on, real quick. Let me pause it and bring it back. Hold on. Okay, hold on, just a second. Let me wrap it and bring it back. Okay.
It's the second time Jacqueline Johnson cried next to her son Kendrick's grave. The first time he was being lowered into the ground. This time he's being pulled out of it. Did you ever expect you'd have to exhume his body?
No, I didn't expect to have to bury his body.
In June, Kendrick's body was sent to Florida. The Johnsons hired Dr. Bill Anderson to conduct an independent second autopsy. In that autopsy, Anderson told the Johnsons he'd found evidence.
See right here, it says Kendrick Johnson's death, accident or murking. Pathologist, internal organs missing from body. Y'all, they took this baby's organs out of his body. Y'all, they took the baby's organs out of his body. It's crazy.
Evidence that Kendrick died as the result of a blow to the neck and not accidental asphyxia after slipping into a rolled gym mat at school, as investigators in Georgia had said. But what Dr. Anderson did not find shocked them.
We got the body for the second autopsy. That organs, the heart, lungs, liver, etc., were not with the body.
The brain?
What did I just tell y'all? They took this kid's organs, Kendrick's organs. They took his organs, y'all, and they sold it on the black market. I mean, I can't confirm nor deny that, but that's what they pretty much did. Why is Kendrick's organs missing? Y'all, they do this to a lot of people, and we don't even realize this type of stuff that goes on. Why in the world, you guys, would they do this? Because y'all, they probably looked at him and said, "Oh, you got a good heart, you got this," and y'all, they unalived him, took his organs out of his body. His organs were missing out of his body. Y'all see that the doctor that did the autopsy said his organs were missing. Y'all, they took them organs. I'm more than sure. This is my opinion. Y'all, this is what Ali Carter was talking about. The organs being sold on the black market. But y'all, let's continue.
Brain, they were all absent.
Every organ from the top of Kendrick's head to his pelvis gone, and his family had no idea.
We have been let down again. And when we buried Kendrick, we thought we was buried Kendrick, not half of Kendrick. I'm not sure at this point who did not return the organs to the body, but I know when we got the body, the organs were not there.
So CNN contacted the two entities that had custody of Kendrick's body and access to his organs: the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which conducted the first autopsy in January, and Harrington Funeral Home, which the Johnsons chose to embalm and prepare Kendrick's body for burial days.
Y'all, right here, it tells you. It says that the pathologist finds body stuffed with newspaper. So they took this baby's body's organs and stuffed it with newspaper. They took the organs out and replaced it with newspaper. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is very sad, very sad.
Later, a spokeswoman for the state tells CNN after its autopsy, the organs were placed in Johnson's body, the body was closed, then the body was released to the funeral home. State investigators say it's their normal practice, but what happened after his body arrived at the funeral home was anything but normal. What was in the place of the organs? Newspaper. Dr. Anderson showed me the pictures of Kendrick's body he'd taken during the second autopsy.
It's a Black Friday ad, JCPenney ad.
Yes.
Stuffing that newspaper in like he was a garbage can inside his body. It's unbelievable.
I'd imagine that's a different kind of pain.
Yep.
Why do you think that there would be newspaper stuffed in your child?
I never heard of that before. Never.
Neither had the founder of a National Embalming Academy contacted by CNN, who said it's not consistent with the standards of care in the industry. Nor had the president of the National Association of Medical Examiners, who told CNN he's never heard of this practice.
See, you guys, they took these organs and they sold his organs. Y'all, somebody must have said something. Hey, Kendrick got a good heart rate. His heart is strong or something, y'all. This is my assumptions, you guys. And they were watching him because he was a wrestler. Y'all, what perfect opportunity for them, you guys. Yes, trigger warning, trigger warning. Yes, what opportunity was it for them to do this to this child? Y'all, especially if he didn't have anything wrong with him. Y'all, they took this baby's organs, and I know I'm more than sure, y'all. This is my thinking. I believe that they took them and sold them. You guys know how much a heart costs on the black market? Kidneys, all of that, y'all. They go for millions of dollars. Y'all do y'all's own research, y'all. These people did this baby wrong.
Yes. Why would the funeral home discard his organs and stuff them with newspaper?
The question is, why did he tell us?
So what exactly did the Harrington Funeral Home do with Kendrick's organs? And why was he stuffed with old newspaper? We went to their office to find out, but their response to us, no comment. However, in a letter to the Johnson's attorney, Harrington Funeral Home owner Antonio Harrington denies he received Kendrick's organs. He writes in part, his internal organs were destroyed through natural process and henceforth were discarded before the body was sent back to Valdosta. It's another.
No, you guys, I don't believe that because just like that pathologist said, he said that was something like he never experienced, like that's like not protocol basically. He was like when he opened them up, there was newspaper instead of organs. Y'all, these people are doing this to a lot of people. Y'all know how there is you guys know how there's Amber Alerts, missing kids and stuff like that. Y'all, how many times have we seen Amber Alerts, missing kids? Y'all, just like Ali said, they are taking these organs from these people and kids and selling them on the black market for millions and millions of dollars. Y'all, that's why if you guys ever get a driver license, y'all check and see if you guys are organ donors or not. Because y'all, if you guys say that you want to be an organ donor, guess what they're going to do? They're going to take your organs and sell them for millions of dollars. And then your family is left hungry, left starving, don't have any money, but they made millions of dollars off of your family, your loved one's heart or their kidneys or something. I'm telling y'all, like Ali Carter said, Ali Carter is one of Diddy's minor victims. She is saying that she experienced some of this. She says she's seen them moving and doing all kind of stuff while she was being Rex trafficked when she was with under Diddy's, dirty care, when she was being essayed and DV'd and by all those moguls. She's seen this type of stuff. And y'all, this is stuff that we don't even like realize or pay attention to. But it is happening, y'all. It is so sad. And this is exactly why Diddy does not need to be out and roaming the streets. Because Diddy earned his way there to the MDC. He should not get bail. These are the situations that are happening that is unbeknown to us, you guys. Ali Carter seen a lot while she was there being victimized by Diddy and all these moguls in Hollywood, you guys. But y'all, we have to pay attention. We have to open our eyes. And y'all, share this information with family and friends. Y'all, check your driver license. If you guys are a donor, y'all, I mean, y'all's hearts and lungs and kidneys will be up for sale, and they will make millions of dollars off of them. And your family, if y'all don't have no insurance, they will. I'm telling y'all, leave your family hungry and stuff instead of you selling your family members' organs. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, they will make money off of y'all if y'all have yes on on y'all's driver license. Y'all have to be hip to the game. I'm just saying, y'all, check it out for yourself. But I'm telling you guys, it's serious business when it comes to this stuff. Y'all, this little boy was probably what, 15 or 16. He was in high school. He was a wrestler. Did he even have a driver's license yet? Did he even have the option to say, yes, I want to be a donor, or no, I don't want to be a donor? Y'all, this is very, very sad. It's very, very sad. It's awful. It is so awful. But y'all, I'm not gonna keep you guys. Diddy did have his bail hearing today. They have to go back on Monday to see if they are gonna give him bail. I hope that they don't, you guys. I really hope they don't, especially it being Thursday, next week as Thanksgiving. Y'all, people should be able to be in New York enjoying their life with their friends and their family, walking free, and not along with Diddy and his goons in New York, y'all. Because if he gets bail and he's told to be in his house under house arrest or whatever, he's not gonna do that. I don't think Diddy's not gonna listen and abide by the rules, because he's not even abiding by the rules in the MDC. But y'all, we shall see. Y'all, we here. The lounge is on Diddy Watch, you guys, and we are going to be bringing that to y'all on Monday live as it happens, just like today, y'all. But y'all, we want to send prayers up to all Diddy's victims, all these Hollywood moguls victims, whether they're minors, they're of course probably adults now, women, men, anybody that has been a victim of this tragic situation of Hollywood and all this situation. Y'all, we send our prayers and our hearts out to them, you guys, because it's terrible out there with this situation, you guys. It's so terrible. But y'all, the lounge is gonna continue to find any information on Diddy, y'all. We is gonna bring it to you guys live. And you guys, whenever he goes to court on Monday, we're gonna go live and do that too. But y'all, like, share, and subscribe to my channel because y'all, like I said, we are on Diddy Watch, y'all. We are on Diddy Watch. But y'all, thanks for tuning in. Y'all, I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, for subscribing, for my new loungers who have subscribed to my channel. Welcome, welcome in, y'all. The lounge is in Diddy Watch full effect, you guys. Uh-oh. Let's mute that. But yeah. So thanks for stopping in. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, you guys, and pass all this information on to y'all's family. Because y'all, we need to pass all of this information on so we can all be aware of what's going on out here, you guys. But I love you guys, and y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.